Exporters at China's largest export fair are a troubled lot. The Canton Fair is China's oldest expo, attracting global vendors. The escalating tariff war between the US and China has forced 31,000 participating companies brace for the impact.
It's not just a matter of changing tracks, it's a matter of life or death. Around 60 to 70% of our business comes from US clients, so the pressure we are under is extremely high. Because of the tariffs, some of our businesses are suspended because of the problems with payment, exchange rates and others. Although the trade war is going on, we as managers need to keep ahead.
Beijing has asked Chinese carriers to halt any purchases of aircraft-related equipment and parts from US companies. Before this, China has already halted exports of 6 critical rare earth minerals and magnets which are refined and produced only within its borders. These are needed to make everything from cars, drones, missiles and semiconductors.
We definitely have to take a two-pronged approach. Just like many of the suppliers we know are now shifting towards the Russian market, and of course, we are considering that too. Yes, the US market is incredibly attractive, but we'll have to watch how things develop and gradually adapt.
Chinese President Xi Jinping was in Hanoi for 2 days in his most direct effort to firm up alliances in an all-out trade war against the US. He reached Malaysia next, his first trip in 12 years, and then he's scheduled to visit Cambodia, his first trip to the country in 9 years. China had earlier approached India, Australia and even Saudi Arabia to form an axis against the US.
In
the face of external uncertainties, China will insist on joining hands rather than throwing punches, tearing down walls instead of building barriers, connecting instead of decoupling. We will continue to expand the circle of trade friends, become a stronger magnet for investment, develop with high quality and open to the outside world at a high level, to inject more stability and positive energy into the world economy.
China and the US enjoy a significantly symbiotic trade relationship. US was China's largest trade partner in 2024, but had a massive trade deficit, burning a $263 billion hole in its budget. The top US exports to China included $16 billion worth of oilseeds and grains, which kept China's poultry business running. Also, as of March 27th, China had purchased 22.12 million metric tons of US soya beans for shipment in 2024 and 25, which ends August 31st. Other exports included electrical equipment and fuel, both strategic in nature. Machinery, aircraft and parts, plastics and pharma comprised the other top exports. Top imports from China include mobile phones and other gadgets, laptops and appliances, toys, plastic products, prefab materials, textiles and footwear. No other country comes close to matching China's sales of more than $400 billion in goods to the US each year. The ongoing tariff war promises to hit Chinese domestic economy hard.
What we are most worried about is a prolonged stalemate where neither side backs down. In the end, it's our ordinary people who suffer. Factories need to support their workers and workers need to live, right? If goods can't be exported and payments can't be collected, how are salaries supposed to be paid? That's the first issue. And once salaries stop being paid, unemployment becomes a real problem.
And while Trump's tariffs on the rest of the world are much lower, they are likely to curb global demand in coming months and implicitly the appetite for Chinese goods in other countries.